My teacher. This lesson is written by Helen Adams Keller. Helen Keller was a girl who was deaf and dumb. The lesson tells about a beautiful and constructive relationship between Helen and her teacher, Annie Sullivan. The teacher was able to teach Helen the basics of life even though she faced the challenge of being deaf and dumb. The lesson shows the greatness of certain people in an individual's life, like father, mother, sister, brother, and a teacher. Helen was waiting for her teacher Annie, and she was very happy to see her visit her home. The teacher was from the Perkins Institute that gave education to the deaf and dumb children. The teacher gives her a doll and writes the spelling on her palm. This is an attempt made by this teacher to educate Helen, a 7-year-old girl who was facing the challenge of being deaf and dumb. The teacher, Annie, took keen interest in teaching Helen many words through the sense of feeling. She would give her things and then write the name of the object on her palm. In this manner, she taught her the difference between water and mug. She also learned about pin, hat, cup, and even few other verbs. The persistence and hard work of the teacher succeeded in teaching Helen her basics even though she was physically challenged. Miss Sullivan tried to impress upon Helen that mug is mug and that water is water, but they persisted in confounding the two. Then the teacher drops the topic and later takes her to the well house, where someone was drawing water and placed her hand under the spout, and as the cool stream gushed over one hand, she spilled into the other the word water, first slowly, then rapidly. She stood still, her whole attention fixed upon the motions of her fingers. Suddenly she felt a misty consciousness as of something forgotten, a thrill of returning thought, and somehow the mystery of language was revealed to her. She knew then that water meant the wonderful cool something that was flowing over her hand. That living word awakened her soul, gave it light, hope, joy, and set it free. At the end of the text, the teacher is addressed as her sight because the teacher was able to give her the basics of learning even though she was not normal like other children. This new form of learning was able to make education easy even to deaf and dumb children.